Welcome back to Networthy Podcast, where we provide coverage on all things NBA. I'm your co-host El Jefe, and I'm joined here by my fellow members of the SFN crew. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good, good. Another week.
Them calm. Calm night in the Mandem.
All right, all right. Well, the NBA, we are back with it. They got the in-season tournament going on, and we got to give our predictions about what's going on in this tournament. So let's get right into it. We got the Eastern Conference up first. Group A, the Pacers, man, they beat the Cavs first game. So they started off 1-0, Cavs 0-1. Up this Friday in that same bracket, we got Philly taking on the Pistons. Give me Philly all the way in this. I don't care whether they're home or away, it don't matter. Philly's coming away with this one. Atlanta's yet to play. It doesn't look like they're playing this Friday just yet, so we'll have to wait on them. How y'all feel about Group A though so far?
No, I feel like it's good. I thought I was gonna go, but yeah, no, I feel like it's good. Right now, a lot of good competition in it. I like the intensity, I'll say it overall in all these games. It seems like they're really picking it up and making it seem like it's actually like a tournament type of game as opposed to it being just like a regular game, that they're just lollygagging through. So it's a lot of effort being thrown in early November, which I like to see early in the season.
Um, so currently in Group A, you have the Pacers at 1, Cleveland at 0-1, and then everybody else hasn't played yet. I may have the Pacers winning this, to be honest with you. Um, if anything, I have them maybe actually have them beating no, because they're at Philly. If they were in Indiana, I would say they would beat Philly, but they're not. But in my opinion, Indiana has more bench depth and better perimeter shooters than Philly. So it's gonna be a shot for shot battle, and Miles Turner is not a slouch, so I feel like he can hang with Embiid. Embiid's still gonna get his 25 plus, but that could be a good game if you let Tyrese Halliburton get off, it's over. That's a wrap. So that game is still up in the air, in my personal opinion.
So looks like it's between them and the Pacers. The Cavs don't look like they got any hope after losing to the Pacers, though. So
Yeah, the Cavs are gonna lose to Detroit.
Yikes.
Only I see the
Well,
only
okay.
team, I
Well,
see
well,
the only
this
team unless Garland comes back. I see the only team that the Cavs beating is Atlanta.
okay.
They
Well, this
they beat.
Friday we got Philly and the Pistons. Who y'all got?
I got Philly.
Yeah, Philly for sure. Yeah.
Philly for sure. Okay. All right. Well, let's travel over to Group B over in the Eastern Conference. You got Miami and the Bucks both sitting pretty at 1-0, but you got the Knicks and the Wizards at 0-1 so far, and then you got the Hornets who haven't played in that bracket just as of yet. And they'll get to see their first action this Friday in the tournament against the Wizards who are already 0-1. So I'm thinking the Wizards are looking to get it early 0-2. I think the Hornets should win this one, in my opinion. How y'all feel about that game and this bracket so far?
I like that group. It's a very competitive group overall. But what's crazy is the Wizards just beat the Hornets the other day in a game that I just bet on the Hornets to win. So it might be tricky. It might be tricky. We'll see if the Hornets do come up and get their revenge on them that game. But Wizards are trash. Honestly, overall, there's nothing
And
that's
this
competition
game means more
competitive.
than that one did.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. So yeah, for honestly, yeah, we'll go with the Hornets for sure. But yeah, no, I like this group overall. This is a very competitive group, and
Yeah,
a lot of teams will
you're right.
compete out of this one. So
It's a
that'll be
great
something.
group.
hmm
I don't even know who to pick out of that. They both suck. It's kind of fucking tragic. I don't even like either of them niggas. I guess I'll pick the Hornets. I want LaMelo to be successful. Although he's about to get sued for 200 mil, That's tragic.
Man, but his ex-founder, man, it's not going through. Just continue. It's not going through.
It all depends on the evidence.
Man, oh my gosh. Alan,
Well,
Alan over here still trying to get money years later.
Yeah, that's
it's
tragic. I
just
mean,
It's
I see that.
crazy.
it's crazy how things like that happen, man.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
but and yeah, now like you said though, Wayne, this bracket's very interesting, and it's
Competitive.
gonna be
Yeah.
curious. Yeah, very very competitive. And it's gonna be interesting to see who comes away with the win, because I'm gonna be very interested to watch the Miami and Milwaukee game, no matter where that game's played, because if Jimmy shows up like it's a real playoff game,
It's
that's
in
gonna be
Miami.
it's gonna be, yeah. And if Jimmy shows up like it's a real playoff game, that one could be a very interesting showdown between the two.
It's Miami
So
in game 4, but y'all play at Madison Square Garden for game 3.
yeah, I'm not worried about the Knicks, buddy. Tell TP that
That's a fact.
When TP gets back, let him know I'm not worried about the Knicks, and let him know he can catch me outside the Garden like he did second round in the playoffs last year, and he can get another L.
Sheesh.
That was hot. Wow.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. The Knicks are starting to get up there as a team that I just don't like because of him.
Wowzers. The Knicks, that was a hot take, my boy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you this. It's gonna be between that game. You said it's the last game between the Heat and the Bucks.
Yeah,
That's number 4.
Milwaukee's game 4 in Miami.
So I think it might come down to that game right there. It just might come down to that game right there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but look, I'm gonna make another proclamation though, like I did last season before the playoffs. Miami's running through the entire Group B bracket. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they can run through. They can run through the bracket, but they won't run through the tournament.
Don't say that, because if you do, you're gonna lose to the Knicks. Don't make heavy statements like that.
Nah.
With no Tyler Herro too.
I made that statement last year. Hey, we didn't need him last year. We didn't need him.
He's trash. But
He's not scoring 40 a game, bro. Jimmy's 40 not saving you every game. So
Hey, we got Bam. We got Bam.
Jimmy don't got it. He don't have it in him this early in the season.
Just me.
You don't got it in him this early in the season. No,
I ain't worried, but I think it's gonna come down to that game for the bracket though. I will say that, but we'll see. Let's get into the last group on the East. We got Group C. You got Brooklyn starting off strong at 1-0, while they beat the Bulls, who are 0-1. 3 other teams in that bracket: the Celtics, the Magic, and the Raptors. The Nets and Celtics play each other this week.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I'm sorry, from this bracket. Orlando doesn't catch its first action just yet. But from the Boston game, I think it'll be a little competitive game, but Boston should come out on top. They're at home. So I think they should be able to come away with the win. I know they just dropped 2 straight, so I think this is their get right game. I think they'll be able to win this one.
I think you.
Before we go further,
go ahead.
Hot take: Hero out at least 2 weeks with ankle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 10 days. I already
Yeah,
10 days.
that's what I was talking about. Yeah,
We'll be all right.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, I said Hero's out, and that's what he said he didn't need him, and that's fine. You know what I mean? And it's an ankle sprain, which is soft. But anyway, just you should start to where you were saying, Boston should win it. Boston's going to win the entire group. You already named all the teams in the group. Boston's going to win the entire
Boston's
group.
going to win the Boston is going to win the group. Yes.
Yeah.
But I will say, either Brooklyn or the Bulls will be their toughest challenge. But they should. The Magic are a good team this year, but this game against Brooklyn will be interesting, and they've dropped their last 2 games, so this will be all that more interesting. But I do think this could be a get right game for Boston. I do think they'll get back in their bag this game and come away with the win, especially with it being at home.
Agreed, bro. Agreed. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but they'll definitely take over that whole group for sure.
Yeah, they should. I do have them coming out of Group C though. I do have them coming out of that group for sure. My money is on that. So
they'll win. They'll win tomorrow off the strength that Cam Thomas is out for also 2 weeks. So damn.
Because that's your guy. I know.
Damn.
It's these ankle sprains, man. Come on now. Back in
Dog,
the day,
like,
man.
but you realize
Man.
with this being 2 weeks, that's literally 3 games. That's
Yeah.
literally this Friday. That's
Yeah.
Tuesday of next week and the Friday. That's
Yeah.
all three. That's the last 3 games. Some of teams already played one.
3 to 4. You're right. Yeah. Yeah.
Think
That's
about it.
true.
If your team
That's
hasn't
true.
played yet,
Hmm.
it's the only thing that's saving you.
Yeah. You're right about that.
Think about it. 10 days, even still,
Yeah,
if
it
you
just
come
about
back,
knocks you out.
what?
I said, yeah, it just about knocks him out for the tournament.
The entire.
Yeah.
It's literally every Tuesday and Thursday minus last Tuesday. I mean Tuesday and Friday for the rest of the week. So
For the rest of this month. Yeah. Hmm.
it's over. It's
Yeah.
over. Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, now you got to try to maneuver for 2 weeks without your best player currently on your roster. Or
Second. Chill. Come
Huh?
on. That's their second best player on the Nets.
I ain't seen him in the headlines once, my boy. I'm not giving that boy. I'm not saying he's nice.
No. I'm saying Bridges is their best player on
I'm
the
not
team.
saying that because I ain't seen him in the headlines. Every time, you know what? Every time I click on Boston, every time I click on the net, you know what it sees? Season leader, Cam Thomas. Season leader, Cam Thomas.
This
Season
is the
leader,
Duke in him.
Cam
This is the
Thomas.
Duke in him. This is the
Yeah,
Duke in him right here.
yikes.
This is
What
the
you
Duke
mean?
in him
Yikes.
right here. No, we're not doing this right now. We're not
Cam
doing
Thomas
this
didn't
right
even go to
now.
Duke.
No.
Cam Thomas didn't
No.
even go to
This
Duke,
is
bro.
Bridges' team. This is Bridges'
This
team.
is this
Cam
is
Thomas
definitely
didn't
I'll be
Bridges'
even go
fair
team.
to
and put
Duke.
Cam in the top 3, top 5 maybe of the team, but I can't do that. It's Bridges' team. He's that guy. He's that guy for the team, though.
How can you how can you say that looking at the numbers?
Isn't Cam coming off the bench right now too?
My point. Cam coming off the bench and scoring more points than Cameron Johnson, who you just signed, and Malik Bridges. Make it make sense to me, Wayne.
Hey man, hey. It's early in the season. All I gotta say is you already know who the top guy is. Cam Cam coming on this year.
I'm looking right now. Team leaders, points per game. Cam Thomas, 26.9. What?
Right now.
Assists
Right now
per
he's
game.
he's
I'm sorry, I thought I
killing
couldn't
it.
read for a second, but I guess my vision is correct. Assists per game, Ben Simmons with 6.7. I forgot he played basketball.
Yeah.
Right.
Ben been
Hey
actually on the
yo,
court. He's
Forgot
been on the
hey
court doing
yo.
his thing.
He said I forgot he played
Only time I see
basketball.
him is in
That's
2K.
crazy.
He
Only
been
time I
doing his
see him
thing
is
this
in
year.
2K
That's
for minimal trade requirements.
Oh man, for real.
yo.
Yeah.
And
You
then
gotta
field goal
chill out.
percentage, Lonnie Walker with 51. Like, oh, and that's also right. Cameron Johnson's been out this whole time. I don't know how long is old time. Calf injury. But let's I gotta before we move on, hold on, I have to check. Yes, Malik Bridges averages 35.4 minutes a game and 20.4 points a game.
Okay.
It's all right. It's
He's
you
still
know it's
the leader of the
November.
team.
It's like it's week 3 of the season right now. You know what I mean? Wait till it heats up and he starts to heat up. That's their head of the team right there. You know this. That's the face of their team.
Why?
Cam
Because
is
you play for the USA team? That makes you a
nah,
face of the team?
nah. He's just that guy. He's the most complete player on the team. I would say so.
I'll give
The
you the
most
fact that he's
complete
the most
player on the team.
complete player on that team. But then again, if you put him on a team that has players, what does that make him? A Bradley Beal.
He was still he was still eating on the
Bradley Beal.
Suns. He was still eating on the Suns with KD and CP being the
Because he was what?
main
He
stable.
was a spot up shooter.
Still getting it in. Still driving, getting it and dunking.
But he did what he had to do. He played his role.
Yeah. And then now he went to the Nets last year and he was cutting up. You know it. It's all right.
Cutting up is a strong word. You had great games. I'll give you that.
He was cutting up. He was cutting up.
Cutting up is a strong word if you ain't getting to play.
They were in the playing game. Cutting up, dog. See, that's what I'm saying. He brought them to that. Not KD, because KD left. He gave up on him. You know what I mean? So come on.
That's
come
tough.
on, man.
That's tough to say, but I'll let you.
He gave up.
Go ahead, Hef. Go ahead. Jesus Christ.
Oh man. He gave up on it. Well, speaking of KD, man, we getting into the West, and in Group A, that team just happened that he plays for now just happens to be in the first bracket. Talking about the Blazers, who are 1-0, but they played the Grizzlies, who have been stinking it up all year. Who,
Bro, they only have 10 players on their roster.
Facts.
It's on.
This is facts.
Players on their roster.
Hey,
Yeah, I can't fault the Grizzlies at all right now for anything.
What do you want me to do? Write an apology letter?
I can't.
I mean, they're just 0-1 in the bracket. It's very unfortunate to see. You got the Lakers and the Suns and the Jazz also in this bracket. But speaking of the Grizzlies, they play the Jazz tomorrow, so maybe they can get something going for themselves.
Honestly, this is a good group. I'll say that much. That's a good group for the teams, yeah. The teams and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good group of teams. You also actually KD will be taking the floor tomorrow, playing against LeBron. So we know Sav's gonna be invested watching that game. Big LeBron fan over there. So we know who he's rooting for. So we also have those two teams matching up against each other for their first games in the brackets. So that'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah.
That'll be in Phoenix. So Sav, I'm sorry if the Lakers don't win this one.
Is Book playing?
I'm not sure. They all seem
to
be ducking. They all seem to be ducking and diving this season. Besides
KD.
KD.
And Book not playing, I'm not worried at all. We won that game with Book not playing.
I know Bill's playing, but they all been ducking smoke, as you said, Hefe.
Yeah.
It's killing me. KD's the oldest out of the bunch.
Yeah, KD the only one not ducking the smoke this year.
Yeah, he's the oldest.
So it's crazy. Not sure what's going on with Bradley and Devin Booker, but they gotta get themselves together.
Book's out. Bradley's timetable is day to day.
He played last game.
Not playing Friday.
Yeah.
Bradley played last game, so he'll probably end up playing.
I expect him to play. Yeah.
It says Bill's probable for Friday.
Yeah, I think he'll play. Like I said, he played last game, so I'm.
I forgot they had Damian Lee. He went through surgery. He done for the season.
Sorry.
Magic.
Sorry.
But
Golden State saved his career, though. Like, come on, man. Nah, man.
Shout out Golden State for Damian Lee. But looking at this, man, who y'all got coming out this bracket? I'm still gonna go with the Suns, even with Devin Booker being hurt.
I'm
going with the Lakers.
Ask me dumbass questions.
I don't even need to ask Sav. I already know he's going to go with the Lakers regardless, just because LeBron's over there. So we'll see what happens with that.
Despite Cam Reddish's stupid choice of shot, it doesn't matter. That's what moments are made of.
He gotta make those. He will. He will
make those. You gotta learn.
Yeah.
When you're with a true winner, you understand in situations like that how it goes.
Man, Cam's nice. He's finally getting his opportunity. So
come on, man. Yeah. Come on, man. Stop.
I know it's a dookie. I know, but yeah, he's getting his op.
Yeah, so. They're doing great.
Yeah, they're playing with Cam. Like Cam wasn't nice, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
They're doing great. But before we get over to Group B, who y'all got in the Jazz and Grizzlies game?
Jazz for sure.
Toss up.
What?
Toss up.
Yeah, you're nuts.
Yeah, no, I can't. It's just hard.
Larry Market in 20.
Like, I want to say the Jazz, but I bet on the Jazz a lot of games this season, and they've let me down. Thinking that they have the talent. They even have John Collins and everything, but they're still not killing it for me right now. They're not doing what they need to do.
John Collins hasn't been good since he first came into the league.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
That ad for them was ridiculous, especially
stupid, bro.
Especially with y'all having Wesley Kelsey. I mean, Walker, whatever his name is, Kessler.
Kessler, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the thing, my biggest thing was you should have just moved Mark to the 4 and went and got you a 3 that was better placed.
A shooter, yeah.
And have Laurie switching between the 3 and the 4. It just why you want Laurie 7-foot ass playing the 3. I don't understand it because he's too slow off ball. Have him play against fours where he can move faster instead of going against smaller guards who's going to just rip at his ankles.
Exactly. He's a true four. Like, I don't
Let him
understand. They
let
gotta
him know,
figure it
Seth.
out. They gotta figure it out. He's right. He's 100% right. 100%. Yeah.
Hey, coach him up, Seth. Coach him up. Phone it in for him.
This don't
The
make
Jazz need to figure out what they're doing. But as far as that game though, the Jazz and the Grizzlies, it'd be nice to see the Grizzlies get their second win of the season. So I'm gonna rock with them.
Yeah.
But like Wayne said though, I do think this will be a toss-up game. These are both very pitiful looking franchises right now.
I know,
I
yeah.
do believe the Jazz
that's
should have won more
crazy.
games, but
disrespect
we'll
for the
see.
Jazz right now is very disrespectful.
I mean, at 2-7,
Warning.
how respectful can I be?
Yeah.
You
What
got
you mean?
pieces. You got pieces on your roster that we thought were going to bring you more than 2 wins at this point in the season.
Oh, well, first off, let's not get too far off. Who said they had that many pieces that allowed that to be that way?
I'm just saying. I'm thinking they should have. I would have thought they would at least have 4 wins by now.
3 pieces on that team. Let's be realistic. Name me 3 pieces on that team that you would say are contributing aspects to make that team contender. Let's be realistic.
A contender, none. But to win at least 3 or 4 games, you got Laurie, you got John Collins, you got Colin Sexton, you got Jordan Clarkson as well.
It's just the first two you said. That's it.
Let's put it this way. And then looking at the schedule, Sacramento, that was an L. I don't know how they beat the Clippers. Phoenix, that was going to be an L. Denver, that was going to be an L. Memphis, that was a dub. That's a no-brainer. An L to Orlando, an L to Minnesota, an L to Chicago, and an L to Indiana. What do all those teams have? And then also currently, Kessler's been out. Kessler's been injured. So on top of that, how long has Kessler been out for? That was just a day.
All right, so let me ask you this. If they lose to the 10-man Grizzlies roster team, what's your excuse?
I can't say nothing after that. It's over. All this was for nothing. All this was for nothing. If they lose, like I'm defending a broken record. I'm not going to cap. Like, but
Nothing
as
was
of
the
now,
same.
we're looking at this roster's a better roster than the Grizzlies. Like I said, with Kessler being out, they'll probably move around. I still don't understand why John Collins was the pickup choice of them. And they have Keontae George starting at point guard. Never mind. I was thinking of Keontae Johnson from KSU. Keontae George is the little guard from Baylor.
Okay. I mean, I would still have Sexton starting, to be honest with you. I like him off,
I
depth.
don't understand why Collins not starting. I would have Keontae coming off the bench, Collins starting.
Yeah.
Clarkson at the 2.
Yeah, Clarkson at the 2 for sure. Yeah.
I would start OG. I would start the OG Abayi kid.
Oh, from Kansas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Laurie 4. Or honestly, I'd have Laurie stretch 5, John Collins 4 at that point, since you don't have Walker Kessler.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But if you decide you want to do that, I'd take Collins out, have Kelly Olynyk start, and then Collins come behind Olynyk, and Laurie at the 4.
Oh yeah, they do got Kelly as yeah.
Just
Yeah,
like I
that'd be a
said,
good idea.
you gotta
Mhm.
manage your bench depth. Like,
Exactly.
and I'm tweaking personally. And Taylor Hendricks is at least getting 12 minutes a game for me.
Hendricks, yeah.
Easy.
I need to have some depth there, man. Come on now.
Yeah,
Nah,
they should. Like I
it's-
said, they should be winning more games. But we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow when they match up against each other. Let's go ahead and get over into Group B. You got the Denver Nuggets at 1-0. They beat the Dallas Mavericks, so they're 0-1. You got the Pelicans, the Rockets, and the Clippers left in that bracket. The Pelicans and Rockets, they play each other tomorrow, and the Clippers and Dallas, they also play each other tomorrow as well. Let's look at the Pelicans and Rockets first, though. This will be both their first action in. I got the Pelicans winning this one against the Rockets. How y'all feel about that one?
You said the Pelicans beat the Rockets. It's
That's a toss-up.
That's a toss-up. Exactly. That's where I'm going, because the Rockets have been playing pretty good, and Ime finally got his system in where it needs to be for them. So it really is a toss-up for me. It's gonna be a really good game. overall. That's all I could think on that one.
That looks. Let's see. A men's out still. Men's out still. Shagun's day to day. Shagun plays that I have maybe the Rockets winning. Just their young caliber and their mindset. They really work well together.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks somehow been playing good.
Yeah, it's very
So,
surprising.
yeah.
Wow. Oh, okay. For a second, I was confused. I was like, where is he? Oh, Jabari Smith is starting. I was like, so
Mm-hmm.
confused for a
Mm-hmm.
second.
Another one was eating for them. Yep.
Yeah, so I don't like I said, him and Jalen Green are starting to click on levels that they're supposed to be clicking to, which is the reasons why the Rockets kept both of them and didn't trade and make any moves on them. So
Exactly.
it's going to be an interesting situation. I do. Hold on.
It's such a toss up, dog.
I'm checking
Because
to see if everyone's healthy for the Pelicans.
mhm.
If everyone's healthy, if everyone's,
Oh, they don't have CJ though. CJ had that collapsed lung or something like that,
I'm
right?
not worried about Mabama.
You
Wow.
said Steve Urkel collapsed his lung.
Yeah, don't do him like that.
Oh, you're tough.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's crazy.
wow, bro. CJ McCollum's out. Oh my gosh, hold on. So Naeem Marshall out, Herbert Jones day to day, Zion day to day, CJ McCollum out, Jose Alvarado out, Trey Murphy out. Trey Murphy's out.
I like
Hey,
the Rockets.
free Brandon Ingram.
I like the Rockets.
What you mean? Brandon Ingram gets too much money there and he chilling.
Yeah.
If
I don't.
LeBron would have never came to the Lakers and would have just signed there as a free agent, can you imagine that team now if they would have never traded away everyone? That team would be fucking insane.
No, that team would have
Exactly.
been that team would
But
have
you
been
had
Bro, what you talking? It would
but
have
you
been
had
Vito. It would
Le
have been
GM.
that team
Vito.
would have been
You
crazy.
had
LeBron
Le
would have stayed
GM.
in there.
Le
Kuz
You had
would have
GM had to
stayed in
you
come
there.
had
in there and
Lee
knock it out.
you had La GM that
Le
didn't want to
GM.
wait. That didn't
Yeah,
want to wait.
he didn't like them. He didn't
He
like
didn't
them.
want to
So
wait.
it is right. It is what it is. Facts.
Yeah, La GM
Got him
come
up
in there.
out of there.
But there's let's get into the other game real quick. The Clippers and Dallas. Dallas is already 0-1. This will be the Clippers' first action. And we already know what, even win or lose, what James Harden most likely will do after this game in Dallas. But this will be an interesting matchup. I'm a rock with Dallas though, man. I'm a rock with Luca.
Oh man.
I'm a hope they get it done.
It's
Sound
just so
like
tough
Wayne.
for me, dog. It's just so tough for me, dog. Because the Mavericks been playing some good ball to start the year off, but the Clippers can't go 0-4 with this group, man. I don't know if I can see it. Yeah, that's I don't know. I don't know. I
No,
feel
but
like
they
I'll
can go
figure it out.
2-2.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
Nah,
Kai still out?
Is who?
No, Kai's back.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Come back, and everybody's playing for the Clippers too, as far as
yeah.
I know, right?
I think everybody's healthy on each team,
Oh,
so it'll be
Nah,
interesting.
injured. They got two. They got two day to day on the Mavericks. Kleber and Derek Lively are day to day.
Yeah, we don't care
yeah.
about them.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't.
What
They
you
don't
mean?
matter.
Derek Lively went crazy at first game. Shut down. What's the name? Let's not do that.
That's it. That's it. We haven't heard him since. You know this. We haven't heard him since. It is what it is.
Hey,
You know
look,
what I mean?
everybody game one, everybody game one is
Where are
rusty.
you UNC players at? Shut
Man came
Hey,
on fire
yo.
blazing on that. Nah, he's just been cold, bro.
But yeah, man. Sav though, who you got winning the game?
Ah, I'm checking to see if everybody's healthy on the clips.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Plumlee's out.
The
Plumlee's
handicap
out
squad.
2 months with sprained MCL.
Who?
Mason Plumlee.
Okay.
Left MCL sprain. And then Brandon Boston, a few weeks away from returning to game action, so he's still out too. I keep forgetting about him. Damn.
Yeah.
He ain't been the same since what's the name passed away. But Russ James, Paul Kawhi, and Zubac. I don't know. Bro. They have a really bench. They really have a deep bench, and it's kind of ridiculous to see. Like it's like, bruh, we
That's the
could.
thing.
Wow, yeah, it's kind of bullshit. That's
They
kind
just
of
gotta get that chemistry. They gotta get that chemistry going.
Something's got to happen, man.
what?
But who y'all got? Who y'all got coming out of Group B?
Dallas? No, Nuggets. I'm tweaking.
Okay.
Easily, you gotta
I was
go
gonna
to
say,
Nuggets.
I was gonna say,
Nuggets.
I
Now
gotta go
that
with Denver.
the only reason I'm saying
Yeah.
Nuggets is because they lost to Dallas already. So I mean,
They beat Dallas already.
because I mean, the Mavs lost to Denver. So
Yeah.
it couldn't be the Mavs at this point unless Denver loses twice, and I don't see Denver losing twice.
Yeah.
No, not at this point. They might
They-
not lose a
If
game.
anything, they would lose once to the Clips, but that's very big if.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody can hang with Jokic, and that's the issue currently.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what kind of
All right. Let's go ahead and get into the last group here, Group C in the West. We got the Warriors at 1-0 who beat OKC 0-1. Left in that bracket, you got the Timberwolves, you got the Kings, and you got the Spurs. A very interesting bracket right here. This week you got the Timberwolves and Spurs playing up against each other. I can't wait to see this matchup. You got a lot of giants and that's going to be on the floor. A lot of boards that are probably going to be happening. I'm curious to see who gets the 10 boards first, between Gobert, Towns, and Wembayama. But it'll be interesting.
That-
It'll be an interesting affair.
It should be interesting, but Minnesota's gonna cook them. I mean, I
Yeah,
can
I
say
think
that
Minnesota will
'cause
win.
obviously Minnesota just beat us the other night, but and is on another level this year.
And you know what? You know what I'll say to that? You know what I'll say to that? That loss cost me $10,000.
Dang, for real? That's crazy.
That loss cost me $10,000. Everything.
Man,
If I go back and find that ticket, I'll screenshot and send it to you. Everything green until you get to Boston.
that's crazy. See, yeah, just
And
one of those nights. One of those nights, man. It's crazy.
Why that happened to you, my
So,
boy?
yeah,
yeah, it happens. It's not the first story, and it probably
life of
won't be the
betting.
last.
Life of betting.
It's the life of betting, but
It's
it
gonna
is
hit.
what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, like you said, Wayne, I definitely see the Timberwolves winning this game, if not, like you said, smoking them straight up, for sure.
Yeah.
Who you got winning, Sav?
It's gonna be interesting. I don't really know. I don't really know. It's like not. I probably got because the Timberwolves are playing well. I would say the Timberwolves. But if you can't contain Wembanyama, if Rudy Gobert decides he don't want to play defense, and he's been working out with Wembanyama all summer long, so either Wemby been getting smart and no move sets and can take care of that situation, but Wemby's very versatile, too versatile for Gobert to guard full court, in my personal opinion. So it's just going to be the situation. You don't have Gobert guarding him full court. Whoever you put on him is going to be too small, and that's an L. So just depends on the outcome. He got to stay out of foul trouble as well. That's one thing he's really been difficult in doing is getting into foul trouble in the first half, and it's caused him to have to sit more often. But we will see. Anthony Edwards, 27.9 points a game, 6.1 rebounds, 5.3 assists, getting it done. So I see him having a slight double-double, nothing too crazy, maybe like 15 and 10.
You said Edwards?
Yeah.
Get 15 to 10?
Yeah. 15 points, 10 rebounds.
Nah, 28 and maybe 10. This man ain't been eating, bro. I can't see no 15 points. Tomorrow? Who guarding them? They're gonna have
I was saying bare minimum of 15 points. That's what I was
bare minimum. Okay. I was gonna say.
saying. Max. I
Yeah,
would have
because
said max
he gonna
15.
go off.
I would
That
say
man just been
max
on.
15 points if I was. Come
Yeah,
on,
but
now.
you're right.
He's getting guarded by Kendall Johnson. Come on, let's be realistic.
Barbecue chicken. That's
Oh,
teriyaki.
man.
That's teriyaki
Yikes.
sauce.
Hibachi. Hibachi.
Like, come on.
Yikes.
That boy is hibachi. Fried
Oh,
rice.
man.
We got a barbecue chicken early alert for
Sheesh.
tomorrow.
No,
For
it's
tomorrow night.
hibachi. That boy is fried
Hibachi,
rice.
straight
Yikes.
teriyaki sauce, bro. So
Yum,
it's gonna be
Yikes.
rough, man.
All right. Well, we got one more game that's coming out of this bracket. The 0-1 OKC Thunder playing against the Kings, who haven't played a game yet. This
Gonna be a
is
great
this is
game.
gonna be yeah, like you said, this is gonna be a great game. One of the last games of the night that are on with the Lakers and Suns. But this one, man, there might be a lot of points flowing.
Yeah,
Through the
I
air.
was about to say, if you bet and just bet the over and just bet it with confidence. Just bet it with confidence. Don't even
There-
look at it. Just
there
bet
might be a lot of points flowing through this game.
it. Yeah.
But as good as OKC's been playing, and as bad as the Kings have kind of been playing, I kind of want to go with the Kings to win at home here.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's kind of
see.
tough.
It
It's
is.
not
I know
tough.
OKC
I-
hasn't lost a road game yet, so I mean,
It's not. First off, it's not gonna happen because Swifty's not playing. Fox not playing. It's damn sure not gonna happen. Nobody's
Yeah.
guarding Shy but Swift.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that's over. Shy is getting at least 30. At
Yeah.
least. Who's guarding him after that? Harrison Barnes?
you're right. But Sabonis will probably still get his 10 boards.
That's fine, but
Shaq gonna be right there.
So Sabonis isn't going up against no slouch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Chet can play defense. Only
Mhm.
thing Chet can't do is be strong.
Yeah. That's
So
it.
once again, if he puts himself in athletic situations to avoid foul trouble, he'll be able to maintain Sabonis. I'm not going to say contain, but he'll be able to maintain Sabonis. Sabonis is still going to get his 20 and 10. No question. But in my opinion, maintaining Sabonis versus containing Sabonis is the best bet that Chet has. Granted,
Yeah.
they also have Bertans that can come in and be a little bit.
Bertans.
And look, he got more weight than Chet. He got more weight to throw around than Chet. So 6'11", stretch 4, he could guard Sabonis to an extent on certain plays. You know what I'm saying? Not aggressively throughout the whole floor, but certain situations down in the paint, him and Chet could switch off. And as Chet plays whoever else is the power forward at that time or center. But that's just the way, in my opinion, they're going to have to play it. And honestly, Thunder's bench depth is just entirely too deep. And it's just, they work so well together that I don't see them losing this game. Especially, like I said, with Fox out, I don't see them losing this game. If Fox was playing, it'd be more of a toss-up. But Trey Lyles is out with a calf injury and Fox is out with the ankle injury. They're both not playing Friday. So I don't. It's a lot of containing of a lot of young guys. And not saying Sacramento don't have young guys as well, but you're going up against one of the two of the, what is this? One of the top 3 youngest teams in the league. I know they're one of them, but I just don't know which number. So I'm going to say one of the top 3 youngest teams in the league. Average age on the team is like 22 altogether.
Mm-hmm.
So I got Thunder coming out with this dub. Like I said, sorry for my boy Swift. Swift's probably going to miss at least 2-3 games in the tournament. A lot of these youngins going to be banking on that wild card game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's going to be interesting with him out for those games.
Because like I said, one of your key players gets injured anytime in this next 2 weeks, you're SOL. You really SOL.
All right. Well, outside of that game, though, man, this whole entire bracket, who y'all got coming out
But to win it all?
to win it all?
Come on now, Boston.
No. I'm talking about out of Group C.
Relax.
Here in the West.
Okay. I was about to say, damn. Like, you said the
I
whole
know,
thing? Like,
I
damn,
know,
wow.
I know
You
you're
already
going
know
with
how I'm
Boston.
going.
I don't need to ask you that. I don't need to ask what's the obvious.
But no, I would, out of that one, I mean, it's between those last 2 teams we talked about. Honestly, I would say OKC or the Kings, because OKC is coming, man. I can't say anybody
It's
else
hard.
anymore.
It's hard to say OKC when they lost to Golden State.
No,
and it
it's
would
not.
be and
No, it's not.
you're
by a hair
you're right.
strand.
You're
You
right.
know,
Let's not do that. Like, what was the score of that game? Let's not play.
It was 141 to 139.
Right,
yeah,
my point.
a
And
hair
that was an
strand.
OT. Wasn't that an OT, if
Yeah.
I'm correct?
Nah, it was by
No, it was
Draymond
regulation, but
almost
Oh,
almost
yeah,
tipping
yeah,
the
yeah,
ball,
you're
you
right.
know,
You're
yeah.
right.
So
no, I mean, yeah, it'll be interesting. Just because they lost that first game. I mean, I'm not saying they can't go 3-1, but Golden State, if they also go 3-1, they obviously have the tiebreaker already off of OKC. So that's what I'm trying to say. Golden State now has to lose 2 games.
yeah.
So I don't know if Golden State's going to drop 2 games. That means they have to lose to Minnesota, the Kings, and the Spurs.
No,
So
they would just have to lose to Sacramento and Minnesota.
yeah, and I don't know if they'll lose both of those games.
If Swift is back before they play, they will lose them. They will lose the Golden State. I mean, Golden State will lose to Sacramento. And if Anthony ever stays as hot as he does,
I think
Golden
they have
State
a better chance
has
of losing to
no
Minnesota right
big
now.
men. When you play against
I-
all of the teams they play against have big men. You don't
I-
have shit to contain. The only thing that saves you every time is number 30. It's the only thing that you're saving grace. If
I-
he's off, you're going to lose.
I do think Minnesota should beat
Nobody has to
the
score 20
Warriors.
plus on that team at all. At all, minus Steph. Maybe Gary Payton on a good day. I'm not even gonna mention Plato. I'm not mentioning Plato Clay. I'm not. It's not worth it.
That man's still searching for a contract, but it's going to be interesting. I think if OKC can win out, and Golden State loses those 2 games, I think they can. I think they should be able to secure the bracket. If it's not OKC, I'm going to say this right now: Timberwolves will win this bracket.
Yeah.
I got OKC at 1, Sac at 2. Technically, Golden State and Timberwolves tying, but I still have Golden State losing to the Timberwolves, if that makes sense. But I think like the way one of them could
They'll,
be
they'll both be 2-2, is what you're saying?
Yeah, 2-2.
Okay. I mean, I could see it. I mean, it'll be interesting. That is a very interesting bracket over there. So we'll have to see what happens this coming week, and we'll definitely revisit this when we get back here next time. But until then, man, y'all can catch us exclusively right on YouTube at Networthy Basketball Podcast. Until next week, we out.